everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a reading on your person's current feelings for you. But before we get into the crystal selection, I just want to let everybody know that I am doing a free reading giveaway for reaching the 1,000 subs on here. So thank you all so much for allowing me to hit that milestone. And all you need to do to enter the giveaway is fill out the Google form. I put everything in the description box below. So just fill out the form, make sure that your email is correct so that I have a way of getting into contact with you if you win. There will be 2 winners and I will be announcing them on Saturday, March 4th. The giveaway has been going on for over a week by that point. But on Saturday, March 4th at around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be, making a brief post as to who the winners are. But thank you all so much for being so supportive of me as I journey along here on YouTube. So, with all of that said, pile 1, we have the Labradorite. Pile 2, we have Goldstone. And pile 3, we have Subtlite. Hello, pile 1, my Labradorite pile. Let's get right into it. Let's get some tarot cards out here and see what it is that your person is currently feeling about you. Let's see what has been on their mind in regard to you and the connection itself. Okay, what has pile 1's person been feeling about them? How do they feel about you? What is going on in this connection, pile 1? Let's take a look. Okay, we've got the 10 of Wands jumping out first. The King of Wands. And the Magician. So the first thing that I want to say, I think I'm going to pull about 6 cards for this and then get some oracle cards out here as well, just for additional messages. But the first thing that I want to say with the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Wands can at times indicate that there's either some type of burden or some type of stressor. Somebody in this situation is feeling overwhelmed. What I feel like at times this can also be indicative of is one of us is per se carrying all the weight in the relationship, meaning that this person might feel like they're putting in a lot of effort and they're not quite sure of where your head is at because they're not seeing any effort from you. Or it can be an indication that this person feels like you're putting in a lot of effort because they've got a lot of like stress or responsibilities that they are attending to at this point in time. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single message that I say is going to resonate with every single person. And if it does not resonate for you, it is not meant for you. But I do feel like that's what the 10 of Wands can be indicating. And that's 2 different sides of the coin. So hopefully one of those 2 different sides of the coin resonate with you. Okay, it could be that at this point in time, you've been, carrying the burden, let's say, of keeping this relationship or this connection afloat while your person has stressors and responsibilities that they're attending to. Or it could be you're the person that has the stressors and the responsibilities that they are attending to, and you haven't been able to put in as much effort and your person's wondering where your head is at. Now, I also feel like the 10 of Wands in general, since it represents us holding on to or carrying some sort of baggage or burden along with us, could be representative of perhaps both you and your person having some guards up or having some trust issues, let's say, having some past relationship baggage that we're trying to get over and to work through. Etc. And at times that has maybe placed a burden on the connection that you have with each other. Despite, as we now move forward to happier times, or at least happier messages, with the King of Wands and the Magician that are definitely highlighting there's a lot of chemistry and physical attraction, very high physical attraction within this connection. So your person feels very attracted to you. They also feel like there's very strong chemistry between the both of you. And I also feel like with the King of Wands, I feel like at times, or much of the time, this connection has this very fresh, energetic feel to it, let's say. There's a lot of freshness, there's a lot of newness. That I would say that this is perhaps somebody that you don't exactly have like a long drawn out history with. But there's this freshness and this newness to this connection. I feel like the attraction and the chemistry keeps it alive, even when there's stressors outside of the relationship or connection that at times might be affecting the connection. When the two of you see each other, it's like all those troubles, all those issues, all that baggage, all that burden, all the responsibility, etc. It all just melts away because the two of you are with one another and you're having a fun time. And it's like the two of you might also experience a lot of new things together or travel to new places together. Almost like for some of us, that might be our thing. Like you and this person might try a new restaurant, or you guys might try going on new hikes that you've never done before. Whatever the case might be for your connection itself. Again, there's newness and freshness to it in the sense that there's always new life being breathed into this connection in a beautiful and loving way. But there's also newness and freshness involved because the two of you like to experience and explore new things with one another. And now we move forward to the Magician, and I feel like the Magician yet again is going to bring up that there's a lot of attraction and chemistry within a connection. I also feel like the Magician would bring up that we're trying to work through, and we see that there's potential in working through whatever this Ten of Wands is representing as far as stressors, burdens, and baggages. So there's that. And I also feel like the Magician would highlight that this person really feels like the two of you have what it takes to move forward toward a longer term commitment with one another, as the Magician can certainly indicate that we want to commit and we want to deepen the level of commitment within a connection. Now let's see what else. We have the Queen of Cups. Let's see if we can get another card to join her out here. We've got the Sun. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so overall, I would say that this is a very lovely reading. Your person definitely has stronger romantic feelings for you. With that King of Wands, again, I do feel like there's this freshness or there's this exploratory either phase or side to this connection. For some of us, I feel like it would be a newer connection, and a lot of these stressors or burdens or baggage that's coming through from that Ten of Wands is more so things from our past or responsibility and overwhelm that we're dealing with in our present personal lives separately from the connection itself. So we've got the chemistry, the attraction, the newness, the freshness. Constantly, the two of you are wanting to explore together, wanting to experience new things together. And I feel like for some of us, that might be like almost even that is like a new experience. Like we might not have ever found someone or have this feeling that we're drawn to someone because we want to do all of these special things or these new things with them. In some ways, I feel like it's almost as though you and your person have met their match, or this person feels like they've met their match because there's a lot of things that maybe this person's been wanting to do but never really had a partner to do it with. And now they found that partner in you, which is absolutely beautiful. And there's all these things that they want to show you and experience with you and try with you for the first time, which is very beautiful to see come out here. The Magician, again, we're moving forward toward a more so committed relationship, or this person is really hoping for and wanting to deepen the level of commitment within the connection. They see that there's a lot of potential for this connection, and a large reason why is because we've got the Queen of Cups and the Sun. I would say with the Queen of Cups, this is definitely highlighting that there's a very strong emotional bond and emotional connection between you both. It's not just about physical and sexual attraction at this point. This person is very attracted to you. They see a life with you. They look at you as marriage material. And they also feel very comfortable around you. You're very empathetic, sympathetic, supportive, caring, and loving with them. Okay, so they just feel very supported and uplifted within this connection, which leads me to the Sun, because I also feel like the Sun plays on comfort as well, highlighting that this person feels like they can be themselves around you. The sun, at times, it can represent our authenticity, who it is that we actually are. And this person is really feeling like they can drop all of their guards and they can be exactly who it is that they are with you and around you, and they feel very comfortable in doing so. I also feel like the sun would highlight that, again, this person sees there's a lot of potential for there to be a highly successful relationship between the both of you. I also feel like the sun would indicate that this person generally is feeling very positively about you. And I also feel like we've got the King of Wands indicating physical attraction, the Queen of Cups representing more so attraction to who you are as a person and your personality. And then we've got the sun that highlights a mixture of both. That this person is very physically attracted to you and that this person is very attracted to who you are. I would say that there's definitely core values that the two of you have in common, that the two of you perhaps have similar life goals. There's a lot of compatibility between you both. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, especially when it comes to moving this connection forward, there's positive changes to the dynamic of this connection on the way, which again, I feel like would be moving the connection forward from whatever stage or point that both of you are currently at. I also feel like the Wheel of Fortune would be an indication that this person is wanting to take the chance, that this person is wanting to move things forward. They feel very positively about the positive outcomes that could occur if the two of you follow this connection and what it could potentially be. So with all of that said, I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. I think I will do these guys. So let's get one or two of these oracle cards out here. Pretty much just looking for further information about how this person is feeling about you. We've got attraction, which I love to see, and it definitely reiterates the fact that there was so much attraction of all different kinds when it comes to how this person is currently feeling about you. And we have new love. So again, to me, I would say that reiterates a point that I brought up before, which of course might not resonate for everybody, but for a lot of us, I feel like this is someone who is new in our lives. This isn't somebody that we have a long history with. This is somebody that we've maybe been getting to know, just recently started dating, etc., and so on. But this isn't really someone that we have a longer history with. This isn't somebody that's an ex. This is someone that is new in our lives. So I do hope that makes sense for those of us who it is meant for. And now let's get some oracle cards from this deck as well, just to see how it is that your person is currently feeling about you. Any other information we can get. We have honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. And I feel like that's something that the two of you are constantly and consistently working on. I feel like the sun can indicate at times that there's a need to be authentic, but the two of you right now are cultivating a connection where honesty and being open with one another and being exactly who you are is something that is blossoming and growing between the both of you. You guys are certainly cultivating a connection where honesty and truthfulness and being genuine and open with one another is something that is normal, something that is taking place within this connection. And I feel like already this person is seeing that you are someone who is, again, very caring, very loving, very truthful. I just overall feel like your person can see that you're someone at the end of the day who's very, very loyal, honest, genuine, etc. with them. And we have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And I certainly feel like that has a lot to do with the first card that jumped out being the Ten of Wands. Okay, that within this connection, there's been past relationship baggage. There's been, let's say, even burden or responsibility stressors that we have had. And I feel like at times for some of us, we might hold ourselves back in regard to our love life if there's certain baggagey bullshit that we want to get rid of before entering into a new connection. And I feel like with some of this past relationship baggage, perhaps with some of these stressors or burdens that are upon our backs or our person's back, this card is basically telling you that the love between the both of you, or the love that you're cultivating between the both of you, this connection that the both of you are experiencing together and learning from and growing in, is going to be something that helps you to heal whatever this baggage is. I basically feel like this card is highlighting that the love between the both of you is going to bring that stability and security that you need and that your person needs in regard to romantic fulfillment, of course. And it's going to be something that allows for you to basically learn and unlearn some of the, let's say, more difficult lessons that you've learned in your love life in the past. I hope that makes sense. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Other than that, though, thank you so much, Pile 1. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 2, my Goldstone pile. Let's take a look at how your person is currently feeling about you. Let's see what is on their mind in regard to this connection. How is it that they are currently feeling? What are their thoughts on you and on the connection itself? Pile 2. Let's see. Oh, too many cards, so I'm going to put those back into the bottom of the deck. Let's see. We've got the Two of Swords. To me, that would indicate that they are conflicted and anxious. They might feel like they're a little bit blocked. So let's see what else comes out. We've got the Ten of Cups. The Eight of Cups. I feel like this person is struggling to make their... They're struggling to put themselves out there and make their feelings known, basically. With that Two of Swords being followed by the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups, I would say that it is certainly a struggle when it comes to this person expressing themselves and how it is that they feel about you. The Two of Swords to me can indicate that there's a lot of anxiety and fear that's taking place. And again, they feel like there's some sort of, let's say, block or obstacle that they're hitting right now when it comes to them expressing themselves. I feel like the Two of Swords at times, it's definitely going to highlight that there's some fear and anxiety that is stopping us from doing something. Right after this, we have a very positive card in the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups can indicate this person feeling very strongly about you, that there's strong romantic feelings, that this person idealizes this connection a lot and feels like the two of you, let's say, have what it takes to make that positive movement forward. In the Eight of Cups, this person feels like the two of you have the potential to have a very long-lasting, loving, fulfilling romantic relationship with one another. A lot of the times I'll describe the Ten of Cups as ultimate romantic fulfillment. So this person sees a life with you. This is somebody that wants to, or looks at you, let's say, as marriage material. This is somebody that wants to start a life with you and build a life with you. Their feelings for you are very strong, but I do feel like with that Ten of Cups, especially next to the Two of Swords, they're idealizing about this a lot. So a lot of things, let's say, are taking place in this person's head, more so than this person's making positive movement forward in reality as of yet. You know, like as of this point in time, this person thinks very highly of you. This person has strong romantic feelings for you, but you might be feeling like they're not quite making much positive movement forward toward this romantic fulfillment that the two of you perhaps see and feel with one another. That Eight of Cups to me is a card that can indicate leaving behind something that is negative or bad for you. And I feel like it's more so in regard to their mindset. At this point in time, they're trying to build up their strength. They're trying to build up their courage, let's say, in order to make positive movement forward and not just continue to keep or hold on to their feelings without expressing them to you. Because I feel like that's one of the major barriers or blockages, let's say, that's taking place right now with that Two of Swords, is that this person feels very strongly about you, but they haven't quite built up the courage or the strength to let you know how it is that they are currently feeling. So So I do hope that that makes sense. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single thing that I say could possibly resonate with every single person. And if it does not resonate with you, then the message is not meant for you. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So all in all, I do feel like this person right now, they're still on, or they're continuing on this journey of trying to muster up the strength that they need and the courage that they need in order to allow their feelings to be known. Their end goal is to establish stability and security within this connection. At least that's the next, let's say, tangible goal. But their ultimate goal is this ultimate romantic fulfillment in the Ten of Cups. They feel very strongly about this relationship. And I would also say that your person's feeling quite either like, almost like, I want to use the word impressed, but this person feels very proud of, let's say, the progress that they've already made. Like, I would reckon to say that if you had met this person a year or two ago, they would have been very stuck in their fear and their anxiety, and there'd be really, let's say, like, no hope of them making positive movement forward within this connection. But your person's already feeling like the two of you have made progress with one another, even though they're still holding on to some fear and anxiety regarding the next steps of this connection. And I feel like, again, those next steps in regard to this connection are them getting this out of their mind and expressing it to you. They want to be honest with you. They want to be truthful with you. They want to establish stability and security. They want to establish basically a commitment with you, and it's something that they're very much so working on. They're feeling very, I would say, gung-ho about it. They know that they have things that they need to work on and work through, but they're making positive movement forward. They're doing, like, this is basically the next step in the journey in regard to what this connection is. I had to briefly pause because of the truck that was right outside of my window where I am recording, so I'm sorry if I do repeat myself at all. I believe I was just speaking on that this is really the next step along the journey for the both of you. So this person right now is basically, I feel, learning how to add some stability and security into their own life, and they're also building up their strength, their confidence, their courage in order to truthfully express to you the way in which they are feeling. I would also say that with that Two of Swords, one of their biggest fears here, of course, is being rejected. I also feel like in general, this person, especially since it is the Two of Swords, might have some difficulty in expressing themselves. And something that comes through with the Queen of Swords for me here is that this person feels, I would say, quite intimidated by you. They feel intimidated with the whole situation. I feel like them expressing their feelings, or them letting somebody know how they feel, them even expressing this want and having to build up the courage that they are going to say to someone that they see a future with them and they want a committed relationship, etc. For some of them, it might be something new. You know, for some of them, they might not do this kind of thing often. They might not have had many serious relationships in the past. Whatever the case might be, there's just this strong message, I guess, that's coming through for me, like when it comes to these cards, that this isn't really something that this person has a lot of experience in. And it's also something that, in general, it's either they don't have a lot of experience in it, or they feel very uncomfortable doing it when it comes to expressing the way that they feel. I feel like, again, with that Queen of Swords, they feel a bit intimidated by you. I feel like they have this whole thing. It's almost this, and I feel like this plays upon the fears of the Two of Swords, where they have this whole life planned in their head of what the two of you could be. And right now, they're trying to take that life that they see and the relationship that they see out of their head and bring it into reality. And they're afraid that you don't have that same vision that they have of what the two of you could be and what they feel like the two of you can work toward. And I feel like the Eight of Pentacles ending this reading is highlighting a couple of different things. It's indicating that this person is working on what it is that they need to work on. It's indicating that this person is building up their self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth, their courage, their strength. And it's also indicating that this person, and you may have already noticed it from this person, is beginning to put more time, effort, and energy into the connection. You know, they're trying to either do more things with you, see you more often. Maybe they're you know, dropping little lines that they would have never dropped before when it comes to you. It just seems like to me they're putting more time, effort, and energy into this connection in some way, shape, or form, but they haven't exactly expressed themselves 100% to you yet. So I hope that makes sense. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to get some oracle cards out here. Let's see any more information on how this person is currently thinking and feeling about you. I do feel very strongly in saying that this person sees a commitment and they're trying to get themselves more settled within their life so that the two of you can begin to, you know, plot and plan a life together so that it, let's say, gets out of this person's head and begins to be something that the two of you are working on and not just this person trying to work on their confidence. We have this could be the one, and I feel that this person definitely thinks that you are their person, especially because we have the Ten of Cups here. And I also feel like this person, you know, in a sense, they really feel like you're their person, so they're trying to do all of this work on themselves. They're trying to leave behind negative mindsets. They're trying to make positive movement forward in the connection. They're trying to feel more settled and stable and secure in their own life. They're trying to build stability, security, and commitment within the connection. Okay, they're really working on this, and I feel like the reason why they're really working on the connection, they're really working on themselves, they're putting time, effort, and energy into whatever it is that's going to move this connection forward, is because they do feel like you are their person. And let's try to get at least one more card from here. We have forgiving and learning. And I do feel like, even based on what I just said before, when it comes to this person, this person right now is focused on or completing all of this inner work. And in a way, this is the next step in the journey of the connection, because your person is learning. They're like learning how to forgive others, learning how to forgive themselves. They're learning how to move forward from or move past whatever blocks they have, whatever obstacles stand in their way. They're really beginning to release and to heal from their past, so that they can make a positive make positive movement forward, rather, within this connection itself. The card reads, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And I feel like that's what this person's working toward. And I feel like the Eight of Cups, it's a combination of them leaving behind self-limiting beliefs and leaving behind their past, as well as it being a message of them making positive movement forward toward you and trying to establish the connection and establish the foundation of the connection between you both. So they're basically, I would say, like for lack of a better way of saying it, they are really putting in the work, let's say, when it comes to readying themselves for the connection between the both of you. Okay, we have I love you. These are powerful words jumping out first, and I do feel like this person has very, very strong feelings for you. For some of you, it does feel like, to me, you triggered this person into beginning their own, healing and releasing process. You triggered this person into wanting to be the better or best version of themselves. You in some way triggered this person into seeing their own blocks or what it is that they know that they need to work on, etc. and so forth. And that might not resonate for everybody, but I do feel like it's an important message for some of us. We always want to make sure that we are, doing things for ourselves in that sense. We don't want to change or be better for somebody else or so that they'll accept us and love us. We want to be better for ourselves and show ourselves some self-love and self-appreciation, etc. But when it comes to you and this person, I feel like for some of you, you triggered this person into this healing process that they're currently undergoing. You triggered this person into wanting to become more settled and stable and secure in their own life, and in wanting to have this life with you, and wanting to, work on things, work on themselves, release whatever it is that they need to release, heal from whatever it is that they need to heal from, so that the two of you could be together and have a healthy relationship. And I do feel like for some of us, yes, this person does very much so love us, and this person is doing what it is that they need to do for themselves so that they can be an even better partner for us. And a lot of this is because, again, this person feels like you are their person. This person feels like you could be the one. Okay, this person sees and pictures and envisions this whole beautiful life with you, and they are trying to ready themselves to be able to provide you with that life. And the last card we have is like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. In general, I feel like that is an indication that maybe you yourself also feel very much so the same way about your person. Maybe in a lot of ways the both of you are mirroring one another, because it just seems like to me maybe this person, like looking at it from this side and having that last card be like attracts like, leads me to believe, again, for some of us, this person may have triggered you. And now you've been, maybe the both of you are separated from one another at this current point in time. And you're very much so working on yourself and healing and resolving and rectifying, etc. And this person's doing the same thing so that the two of you could be stronger together after whatever's taking place or going on right now in your connection. I feel like for some of us, this like attracts like is basically an indicator that, again, we are mirroring each other in the sense that we both have very strong feelings for one another. We're having difficulty expressing our feelings. We're trying to build up our confidence and our courage, even though we're a little bit intimidated, even though we're still a little bit fearful, even though we still are fearing the rejection. We're putting in the work that we need to put in because we genuinely feel that this is our person. So pile 2, I hope that makes sense. We are pretty much at the end of this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my sodalite pile. Let's get right into it. Let's see, what is your person feeling about you? How do they feel right now? What is currently on their mind when it comes to you? And when it comes to the connection itself, pile 3, let's take a look. Let's take a gander. We've got the 10 of Cups. For some reason, I feel like the 10 of Cups jumped out for every pile during this reading. The 10 of Cups, the Justice card, the Page of Swords. I just want to get all the cards out here. But I do feel like the 10 of Cups is highlighting that they feel very strongly about you. They're trying to bring some bit of fairness, balance, or compassion into the connection with that Justice card. The Page of Swords indicates that there's been delays of some sort. So maybe this person's delaying telling you how they feel. Maybe there's been delays in getting this connection off the ground. We've got the Knight of Swords. No more delays. This person does not want anything else to hold them back or hold you back from exploring this connection. Let's see what else we can get out here. But the Knight of Swords is incredibly quick moving, can be a little bit impulsive at times. Maybe this person, too, is trying to hold themselves back from some. Yeah, and we've got the 5 of Wands. I will move the cards shortly so that they're all on camera, and the 3 of Wands. So I feel like this person feels like the two of you have what could be a very sustainable connection, one that can last a very long time. I feel like that 10 of Cups would indicate that this person has very strong romantic feelings for you. I feel like this person looks at you as marriage material. I feel like this person has, at times, or much of the time, and a similar message came out for pile 2 right off the bat as well, this person might idealize this connection a lot. So there's potential here. Of course, as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does not resonate for you, it is not meant for you. But a lot of this could be taking place at this point in this person's head. They might not have expressed their feelings for you yet. That might be, again, what one of the delays is in regard to this connection. We now move forward to the Justice card. The Justice card is definitely highlighting that this person's trying to be fair and kind to you in some way. Part of that to me can indicate that this person knows they're not in the right place or the best place to start a romantic relationship with you for whatever reason. And what they're trying to do right now with these delays that are, a part of this connection is they're trying not to do anything impulsively or anything that will mess up or screw up the relationship and the connection for the future. Okay? So to me, they see a future with you. I feel like the Three of Wands brings that up as well. They see a future with you, one that they want to make positive movement forward toward. They're trying not to screw it up now. And I feel like for whatever reason, maybe the Oracle cards will shed some light on it. For whatever reason, they do not feel like they are in the best place to start a relationship at this point in time. Of course, there's so many different things that could attribute to this. They could maybe not be in the best place right now in their career. They could not be feeling very stable or secure in their own life. They could have other responsibilities like familial responsibilities or responsibilities to certain friends. Even certain work responsibilities that are holding them back from making positive movement forward. Okay, and it is something that they've been fighting themselves on and going back and forth about. There's been a lot of internal or inner conflict that's been taking place when it comes to how it is that they feel they should handle this connection. Because the Knight of Swords to me can also represent more so negative things. Like it can represent ghosting someone. It can represent also somebody that's in your life for like a hot minute and then they skip out, which I guess would be similar to ghosting. But the Knight of Swords can indicate impulsivity. It can indicate quick movement. And then we have the Page of Swords, which can be indicative of delays and having to postpone things. So I feel like this person right now, even when it comes to that Justice card and trying to remain balanced within this connection, your person doesn't want to take things too slow, but they also don't want to take things too fast. And since they're at this point in their life right now where they feel like it wouldn't be fair to start a relationship with them due to whatever else it is that they have going on in their lives. And I feel like for a lot of them, to be honest, even with that Knight of Swords, what they've got going on in their own life right now is maybe certain opportunities that would make it so they wouldn't be able to put their time, effort, and energy into the connection in a way that would be fair and balanced. And they don't want the connection or the effort to all be on you while they've got a couple of different opportunities that they are moving forward toward. All in all, this is sort of like, this isn't the right time to start this connection, I do feel is something that's on your person's mind. Even though they see this connection and they want this connection and they have very strong feelings for you and they see a future with you, the timing, at least at this moment in time that you are listening to this, is just simply not the right time. But it doesn't mean that it's not something that they want to explore in the future or when it is, let's say, the right time. So I do hope that that makes sense, and I hope that it's not too discouraging because they do see that there's a future with you and they want to make positive movement forward toward that future. And I feel like in some ways, whatever opportunities that they are currently moving forward toward or they've got going on in their life right now is only going to be something that benefits the both of you into the future. But at this point in time, it wouldn't exactly be fair to start a romantic relationship when they've got so many other things and so many other responsibilities that they would have to prioritize over you. And they don't want to start this relationship at a point in time where you wouldn't be one of their top priorities. Okay, so I do hope that that makes sense. And they also don't want to screw it up by being impulsive or, approaching you or approaching this connection as something that could be like casual or non-committal because they see that there's a long-term future that could exist between the two of you. So they don't want to do something that's too impulsive or something that's rushed or quick or pushy. They don't feel like that would be the best way to go about this. And they're feeling very torn up about it because they do see a future with you, but they again feel like it is perhaps just not the right time for them to try to embark on the journey that would be this romantic relationship. So I hope that that makes sense in some way. Now let's get some oracle cards out here. Nope. We have trust. And what does that card say? This situation is calling for you to have faith. We also lost another card to the floor. And I basically feel like the trust card, we also have chemistry. I feel like the trust card is basically just an indicator of, especially the situation's calling for you to have faith. I feel like even when it comes to this person, they're just hoping and believing and trusting in that the chemistry and the attraction and the idealization of the future that they see with you is something that is still going to exist whenever they are feeling much more settled within their own life. Okay, whenever it is that they get to that point where they know that they're going to be able to prioritize you, when they know that they're not having all of these other things going on in their life right now, they're hoping and trusting and having faith that the two of you are basically going to be able to, start this up when it is the right time. Especially since for you and for your person, there might be some feelings of, right person, wrong time currently. Your person's hoping that when it is the right time, the two of you will still approach and make positive movement forward toward this connection with one another, because at that point it would be right person, right time. So let's get some other oracle cards out here just to see any further messages about how this person is feeling, what is on their mind when it comes to this connection. And I do feel like it's highly possible that for at least some of us, we might have had a conversation or two with this person about how right now isn't really, let's say, the right time for this connection, even though the feelings for one another are there. We start out with the card, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And I feel like right now it's perhaps possible that for both of you, you're trying to change certain things within your own lives separately. I also feel like maybe when it comes to you, that maybe for part of this has been a pattern, and it's been something that might be a little bit frustrating, where you feel like you keep meeting people that are right for you, but it's not exactly the right time, and there's conflict when it comes to what it is that the both of you want, or what it is that the both of you expect, or what it is that the both of you could provide for one another. So I feel like for you, if this is starting to become part of a pattern, that might be something to be mindful of. And the last card to jump out, we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Okay, so this situation is certainly one that's urging for you to have patience, certainly one that's urging for you to trust and to have faith. But as always, I'm going to throw my little disclaimer out there, because when it comes to patience, when it comes to having to have faith and giving somebody grace, we are oftentimes waiting around for someone. And as always, I am going to say to never wait around for anyone, because when we wait around for somebody, we are causing a disservice to ourselves, in love and in life. So I do hope that this reading makes sense and resonates for those of us who it is meant to make sense for. I would say that even, let's say, if there's been a pattern within your love life where you've had to basically wait for other people to catch up to you, and you've had to have patience with them, you've had to give them grace, you've had to just trust that the situation is going to begin to resolve, trust that this person is going to get their shit together, basically. It might be time to take a look at the type of patterns that are taking place in your relationship or in your connections, and be mindful of what is going on there. I do hope that makes sense, my pile 3. Thank you all so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.